We were all pretty disappointed with the announcement of Diablo Immortal, never mind the open beta they've released. We keep seeing amazing franchises be taken, then milked for all their worth, and with Immortal, this has to be one of the greediest schemes a company has come up with, and there's no trace of the Blizzard we once loved left. The levels of greed Blizzard is showing with this game is astonishing because you can pay over $110,000 to max out your character, and they didn't see any problems with that, and of course, people are furious over this, and not only did it become the lowest rated Blizzard game on Metacritic, but now the title is the lowest rated in Metacritic history. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted, and of course if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course I do really appreciate all of the support. So this is from VideoGameChronicles.com. It says Diablo Immortal now has the lowest user score in Metacritic history. I honestly think that this is hilarious. It says, at the time of writing, the PC version of the free-to-play MMO has a user score of 0.2 out of 10 based on nearly 2,000 user ratings. Blizzard's previous lowest rated game, its 2021 re-release of World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade, received a 0.5 score for adding microtransactions and a much criticized faction system, and then the second lowest rated was Warcraft 3 Reforged. I'm sure you all remember the giant controversy around Warcraft Reforged. That was an absolute nightmare and disaster of a situation. It's like they put the least amount of effort into it that they could. They pumped out this product thinking people would shut up, consume product, and be happy, but they weren't. People were very upset with what they did to Warcraft 3, and then it became one of the lowest rated games for them. But now, Diablo Immortal has topped that. It says Diablo Immortal was released on June 2nd on iOS and Android and as an open beta on PC, but quickly saw a negative reception for its heavy focus on microtransactions. And this article says maxing out a Diablo Immortal character could reportedly cost up to $110,000, and I did talk about this in another video. It will be linked down below, but this is absolutely disgusting in my opinion. This is unacceptable. I played Diablo Immortal. I went into it with the mindset of I won't spend any money and I'll give it a fair chance, and while the gameplay itself isn't awful, I also have to view this whole title as the company thinks people will spend thousands of dollars on this experience. So yes, I've been very critical of it, and it's just not as good as it should be. Some games have pay for convenience features, and while the term pay to win means something different to everyone, most people are looking at Immortal acknowledging that this is 5 steps too far. There's layers and layers of pay to win like an onion here. It is 5 steps, 20 steps even, too far, and I don't think that they should have ever thought that this was acceptable, and that's the Blizzard we have now. They thought that this was okay, that there'd be no problems with this, that they'd be able to milk fans for all of the nostalgia they have, and get them to swipe their credit cards. I understand that they don't expect every single player to spend $110,000 to max out characters, but they do expect people to spend $20 on the battle passes, maybe $30 for some of the microtransactions, maybe buy a $20 costume. They do expect people to still spend money on this title. It says, in a video by Bellular News, its analysis suggests that the highest tier legendary gems, a premium currency in the game which can be used to upgrade a character in the post-game, can't currently be earned by players who don't pay for them with real money. This is a giant problem with mobile games, is the monetization. I have nothing against mobile games themselves. Unfortunately, usually they're free to play though, and they have super pay to win systems, and Diablo Immortal is no different. But if we go on over to Metacritic, it's sitting at a 63 Metascore from critics and a 0.2 user score. It says there's 39 positive, 15 mixed, and 2,396 negatives. I've even seen the people giving positive reviews saying, yeah, there's giant problems with the monetization, but I'm only judging it based on its gameplay. So even the people who are loving it are saying, hey, it's still not okay that they're doing this. There are thousands of zeros here. No one seems to be happy with this title. I wanted to read just a few of the top user reviews. People are saying things like pay to win game, pay to win game, pay to win game. Same monster settings, character classes as Diablo 3. You take the runes and the depth out of the gameplay. You add microtransaction payments galore and almost mandatory since it's pay to win. And you've created Diablo Immortal. That is what I've said since I first played it. It seems like it's dialed back Diablo 3. The microtransactions are so bad and make the game so trash, I actually created an account to give it a 0. It will bombard you with cash grabs and they become more and more predatory as you go. Yeah, at first you see the systems and it's very overwhelming, but you think, okay, there's costumes and there's weapon skins and yeah, there's like this orb system, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad from the start. And then you actually get to playing the game, you get to a higher level, you see how important gems are and how many gems you need, and you go, wow, I definitely see why so many people are upset about this. Every step of the gameplay, it will show you a pay X dollar to get more loot, unlock something, get more currency. Every single interaction is made to extract money from the player. Nothing new from the gameplay perspective for a Diablo game. No skill tree, just a selection of 4 skills amongst 10ish. The combat is not very challenging. Monetization is very aggressive. There are very few rewards to earn as a free player. Progressing will take a lot of luck and months of gameplay. The user interface on PC is bad. You will find yourself accidentally clicking on the UI buttons while in combat. Endgame content is just grinding the same 3 variations of zones over and over. There are lists of problems with this title. Shame on you, Blizzard. If you want to waste $110,000 to enjoy endgame content, by all means do it. For those other sane people, please avoid this game. This is not a game but a money grab by Blizzard that is doing this predatory marketing strategy. The game is designed to make free-to-play gamers feel inferior, and I do agree with this. If you are the type of person who has ever had a difficult time with addiction, peer pressure, or wants to spend less than $40 to $60 on a mobile game, I strongly recommend that you do not play this game. I also recommend not playing this game. Obviously, you are an adult, you can do what you want to do. If you want to play this game, go for it, but I recommend not wasting money on it, because unless you plan to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and blow hundreds to thousands of hours on this game, there's really no point, because swiping your credit card for $100 or $200 might seem like a lot, but it's not a lot in this game. You get nothing. If you're lucky, you might get something small, but you're not going to catch up by just spending a couple $100s. Unfortunately, this game is a giant failure. In my opinion, I will not be playing it anymore. There's no reason to put more time and effort into this. This game does, in my opinion, deserve to have the lowest user score in Metacritic history, and I think that it is absolutely hilarious that it is the lowest rated game now. I do think that it deserves it. Shame on Blizzard for releasing this, for thinking that this was okay and acceptable. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.